it is super close to the time. Super close. Just running back and forth, putting stuff in the car right now, getting ready.
So we're heading to the hospital now. I'm having contractions like how many minutes?
2.5 minutes apart right now.
Yeah. I was supposed to get induced. Well, I was supposed to get like this gel that starts the induction process tomorrow. So this baby was like, I don't want to get induced. I don't want to come when I come. Basically, she's very much like Femi, clearly. So we're gonna have our hands full.
So how you feeling, Miss Winnie?
I don't like needles, so the fact that I have an IV and I'm getting an epidural is a thing. But yeah, I'm kind of in shock. I thought when we came here they were gonna be like, oh, you're not dilated enough, blah blah blah. But I'm apparently dilated enough. I'm like 3 to 4 centimeters now. And getting an epidural soon. And what else? I don't know. I'm just
Her head is there.
Yeah, her head's there. They can feel it. This is like
Real.
real. I don't even know what to do. Oh my gosh. My contractions are like every 3 minutes now. And they hurt. So, yeah, that's where we're at. And this hairnet does not fit my hair. Like, what is this? I put my hair was down, but I put it up.
The cute flow you planned.
I know I'm not, I don't look cute. I washed my hair because I wanted to look cute. This is not cute. What time is it now?
10:49.
So it's 10:49 p.m. Yes, that is the hairnet that you see that does not fit me that the hospital gave me. So that kind of looks a little bit silly. We're just gonna ignore that and I'm gonna film from here. But yeah, I just got the epidural, I would say a little while ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. And it's working, and that's kind of nice because I was in a lot of pain, but that's kind of where we're at. This thing is taking my blood pressure. So, what you hear there is the baby's heartbeat, and I have the epidural thing right here, be administered. That's the epidural thing. And then my IV, and they take my blood pressure and all of that good stuff. So that's where we're at. I think we're gonna take a nap soon, right, Femi?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, it's like our bedtime now, so I guess it's a good time for us to take a nap. They just have to put my catheter in, and then we can rest up and sleep for hopefully a little while. Get some rest before things get going, because we don't know how long that's gonna take. But yeah, the process was all right. We came here when I was like 3 minutes apart, 2 to 3 minutes apart, like my contractions. So I labored for a couple hours at home, like early labor, and then that's when we came in. Found out I was like 90% effaced, right? Or 90% thinned out, I think that's the word. 3 to 4 centimeters dilated, and baby's head is down and there, and she felt it. And so that was kind of trippy. I had a moment where I was like, oh my god, this baby's coming, this baby's coming. And Femi was like, breathe, breathe, breathe. And then I told him to stop talking, which I was
Rude.
I was in pain, bro. I was like, stop telling me to breathe.
Rude.
What'd you say?
Rude. I'm just trying to be here. It's the love I get.
I do have to say that I'm really glad we brought coconut water because I can't eat now because I got an epidural, but I can have clear fluids, so I can drink water and I can drink coconut water, which is like my favorite thing in the world. So, but unless Femi finishes it off.
Pouring this for you now.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, babe. How you feeling? You just want to sleep, eh? You can take a nap.
I will.
I think we're both gonna get some rest. Once I get my catheter in. All right, check in later.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
But I'm ready.
Yeah. They said, update. She said I'm about 4 to 5 centimeters dilated now. And my water hasn't broken, but it's right there and it could break soon. So we're really gonna get a nap in now. So peace out. We're gonna do our thing, get some shut eye, and we're gonna go.
See y'all later.
Yeah, and now it's maybe like an hour and a half after they checked for the 8, and now I'm like 9.5.
So maybe she's gonna be born before 4 o'clock.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, because the pushing takes a while.
Yeah.
Being the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just put in your mind that you are constipated for days, and today you are sitting on the toilet seat, and you really need to get out.
Yeah.
If you do that and you listen to what they tell you, it's gonna be fast.
Okay.
Make sure my son is standing. Please don't let him fall.
No.
Tell him if he feels dizzy to sit down, please.
Yes, I'll tell him. He's been good so far.
Yeah, sometimes it happens that he will be good, but when it comes to pushing or epidural, most of the men, that's when they faint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told the nurse, he was like, I'm not looking at the needle because my mom's told me not to. So he was sitting like right in front of me. Exactly what you told him to do, he was doing.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Just like be present.
Yeah.
And listen to these people. I wasn't playing around. I'm like, I'm gonna just hush my mouth and listen. And like, and the second Winnie told me shut up in the house, I just stopped playing around. I was like, okay, like I'm not asking any questions. I'm just gonna be like, yes, like, like this is out of my level now. I'm not talking anymore. Like,
yeah. So I told her after the delivery, when she's all cleaned up and breastfeed the baby, she should give her to you, the skin to skin.
Okay.
So that she can get some sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep me posted, please. I'm at work. I'm not gonna sleep.
Okay. I will.
I want to see pictures as soon as she's born.
Okay. This girl, Winnie, you missed it, but she's like, she's Femi's daughter, so she's definitely like him. She made the joke about it earlier with a doula. She's like, we had everything scheduled for today and tomorrow, and it looked like nothing was moving quickly, and then literally in a matter of hours yesterday, she's like, I feel like coming now. Like, Winnie's like, that's literally you, Femi. Like, you're not telling me. Yeah, she's like, you're not telling me what to do. I'll come when I feel like it. This is like yeah, that sounds like me.
That's good. good. That's good.
We'll keep you
I'm
posted.
so happy for her.
Yeah, we're happy too.
Yeah. And make sure you hydrate yourself too.
Yeah, I had a good nap, so I wasn't sleeping really for the last 2 weeks because I was like anxious and all that stuff.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, but like within the last couple of days, I've been just like ready. I'm like, all right, I've been sleeping better. I've been good. So I'll drink some water now.
What time did you guys get to the hospital?
Like 8:30ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say 8.
8:30,
8:30, 8:45. So she probably checked me around 9 o'clock, 9:15.
Yeah. And you were 3, 4.
I was like 3, 4, and then a couple hours later when they moved me to the, maybe an hour and a half later, I was 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then like around 11 o'clock, I was already 8.
Yeah, once you pass 5, it really moves much faster.
Yeah.
Once you get halfway.
I really got it. I feel like I got the epidural just in time. Because like right after it started working, they were like, oh, here's a big one. And I was like, I don't feel it. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So
Just start pushing. They're going to explain to you all about pushing. Take a big breath in at the beginning of the contraction and you push, and they're going to want you to hold your breath and push really hard for 10 seconds.
yeah.
And then as soon as that one is done, take a big breath in again. Like stay with the momentum and push again. They want you to do 3 pushes with every contraction.
Okay.
So kind of like, at the end of one contraction, don't be like, oh, let me rest here for a minute. No, you gotta like bring it back in as fast as you can and push again. So you keep that momentum going as the baby's moving under the pubic bone.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. And I have my peanut. They turned me on my side and like put a peanut in between. The peanut.
Yes.
What is it? The peanut, whatever that thing is.
Peanut ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on, Mama Bear?
I'm just here. Waiting. Update. What's the update? I'm 9.5 centimeters dilated.
9.5 centimeters dilated.
Yeah. That means I'm almost there. You have to be 10 centimeters to start the process of pushing.
It's 3:52 in the morning right now. Yeah. So we are still at the hospital. It is 6:36 a.m. and the plans changed rapidly. So the lovely little one, if you're seeing this, didn't turn into the ideal position. So what we're gonna do, or what your lovely Miss Winnie, Mama Bear's doing, is having a cesarean to get her out safely. So I have to be all gowned up. Look at this. Feels like I'm in Grey's Anatomy right now. But I'm gonna do some skin to skin and see her for the first time. We had a couple of scares though. But everything has a plan, everything has a purpose, and I'm grateful that we're all safe. She's safe, baby's safe, and we're gonna see her soon. She's ours.
I could sleep now.
Now you can.
I haven't slept 24 hours.
Wow.
It took so long, but I love you.
Hello, cutie cutie. You just resting with daddy? You're just resting with daddy right now. Look at you. You know my voice now. She knows me. This girl woke up in the middle of the night and didn't go to sleep. And I was like, my goodness. Yeah. I think you're doing something with the belly right now. That's why that smell's coming out. And we all woke up. I was awake. Winnie was still sleeping. It's crazy. It's crazy. Tried everything. Tried bouncing, rocking. Had my shirt off and like.
Skin to skin.
Nothing. Nothing worked. And the one thing we didn't think about. You checked the diaper? I was a good 30 minutes in. Turned off all the lights. Did everything for you. This girl's just... You checked the diaper? That was the thing. As soon as you turned the diaper, you went to sleep. Didn't even say nothing to nobody else. Just go right now. So I'm telling you to do this, listen to me. And now look at you. What's so cool right now is this is the first thing we ever bought when we found out she was inside of Winnie growing. And everyone's telling us different sizes were gonna come.
Technically, it was the second thing, but it was
the white one was the first one, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna put on the white one when we're going home. Hopefully, she doesn't poop on it before we leave the hospital. So we're saving that for going home.
I think that's some work happening. Well, that's a yawn.
Yawn? That's a yawn.
It's a yawn.
Oh my gosh. It's a little yawn. Cute. Look at that dimple. Oh, my sweetie.
Oh my gosh.
My sweetie.
I was just thinking, is this girl's gonna spill up at one point with this white t-shirt on?
Oh yeah, but you have another white t-shirt. That's why you packed like 5.
She's like, Dad wants to be fresh. So I'm gonna let him be fresh for now.
Hey y'all. So there was like a lot going on. And so when we finally started pushing, like the doctors came in and they were like, okay, Winnie, it's gonna be time. We're gonna see a baby soon. And I was pushing and pushing, and she just wasn't coming out. So she'd come out, you'd see her head, they would see her head, and then she'd go like back in when I stopped. Out, back in, out and back in. And I was pushing for like 2 hours, which was exhausting. Even though like I had an epidural, so I did get an epidural and everything, it's still like exhausting. You just don't feel the pain, but you feel the pressure and you feel everything else with the push, just not the pain. But it was just so tiring. And towards the end of the 2 hours, the doctor, like an hour and a half, I'd say, the doctor came or the doctor was checking me to see what's going on with baby. Why is baby not coming? Why isn't, like, my whole labor process pretty much went very, very quickly and was going very efficiently, very smoothly until that point where I was pushing. And so the doctor stuck her hand in there, like feeling out what's going on, where's baby's position. And there were a couple of things that happened. Like, the baby was in the right position before, but then the baby was transverse, and then the baby was OP. So basically the baby was not in a position to come out, and every time she was trying to come out, she would hit my pelvis and she'd go back in, like my pelvic region, whatever that's called. I don't know the technical terms. Basically just kept stopping her from coming out. So the doctor at one point was like, Winnie, I don't think she's coming out. They gave me a couple of minutes to rest, and we're like, you know what, let's see if she changes position again before we call it in terms of her coming out vaginally. So they gave me a couple minutes, and to be honest, in those couple minutes, like, I broke down. I was just so sad, and I'd been pushing for 2 hours at that point, and I was just so overwhelmed and so, like, I think just with everything, like with the gestational diabetes and like the reason I was getting induced, even though I didn't end up getting induced, I went into labor naturally. I don't know, I guess with everything and all the emotions and then the pushing for so long, I was just like, why is my body like not doing what it's supposed to do? And I think a part of me was like, maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe I'm not pushing enough, maybe it's my fault. And it wasn't. Like, I know that, and I know that now for sure. But yeah, so that happened, and we called one of our best friend's aunt who lives in the UK. We call her Mama, and she ended up answering the phone. We called a couple people, but she actually ended up answering the phone, which to me was kind of a sign that, like, maybe she's the person that was supposed to be the one giving us this advice as we go forward. So while the doctors were giving me a break, we called her and she answered, and she prayed with us. She explained that it's not my fault and these things happen, and you know, the most important thing is to have baby and me be safe, and if a C-section is what allows us to both be safe, then that's what, you know, that's the best choice that we could possibly make for baby and myself, for baby and mom. So we kind of, you know, we Femi and I were like, yeah, that makes sense, that's the way to go. And I calmed down a bit. It was just really emotional for me, and Femi just held my hand and was just there. I think we both were just like, what? Like, why? What's happening? You know, trying to understand this, but also trying to understand that, like, we can't have baby in there forever. Like, baby needs to come out. So yeah, after that, doctors came back in. They checked me out again to see if baby's position moved. It hadn't, and so we went into a C-section. That whole process was a little bit scary for me. I've actually never had major surgery. I mean, I had my wisdom teeth taken out. That was the most major that went. So I was under for my wisdom teeth. So I had been under before, but this just was, you know, it's like different. Obviously, it's like another major surgery. So I was nervous and scared and all of that, but they first got me settled, and then they let Femi in the room after. Once, like, the curtain was up and they had everything together, then they let Femi in, and he was sitting right by my head, and he was holding my head, and I, like, was trying not to cry because I was like, oh, I don't know how to. And then the doctors kept asking me, like, you know, like, how I'm feeling, are you okay? Like, one of the doctors, she's so sweet, my anesthesiologist, she's like so sweet. Everyone was so sweet, like the whole team was amazing, and they were so good with me. And yeah, anyway, so yeah, Femi was there. He was helping keep me calm. And then all of a sudden, like, we hear the doctor say, what did the doctor say, Femi? And they were like, there's a baby on the way. And then all we hear is like her cry. And to me, that was like the best sound in the world, because like, you know, she came out and she cried, and to me is that obvious. Like, I mean, to a lot of people, like, that is the thing, like, you want the baby to cry when they come out, because that means things are okay, until they get checked and stuff. So I heard her cry, and Femi and I just looked at each other. I didn't see her yet, because they got her cleaned up and she cried again, and then they had Femi see her, so Femi got to see her first. And then they brought her over to me to hold her. And man, I think we might have footage of that. But yeah, it was like, oh, it was just the most beautiful thing. And then they took her back to clean her up, and then we went to, man, after that, I actually don't remember what happened. I was just so tired. I like kept passing out, like I kept falling asleep. I was like, fell asleep after I heard her cry. I was like, you know, even though I couldn't actually breathe a sigh of relief, it was like mentally I did. And then I just like took like cat naps. Like when I say cat naps, I mean like I'd be like sleeping for 2 minutes, and then something would happen and they'd talk to me, and then I'm listening, and then I'm like out for 2 minutes. So it kept happening. So after that was pretty much it. I think they took me to like the recovery room. My C-section area hurts, so I'm on pain meds, and I don't know if I mean, like, people always say, like, was it a positive birth story or not? And I don't know if it was like a positive birth story, but to me it was, you know, it was our birth story, and like she is going to have she obviously had such a dramatic one, at least for us. And that's okay. At the end of the day, I was just so happy. Like, I was like, oh, I don't even care how she got out. She's out, and she's here, and she's beautiful. In terms of my gestational diabetes, they just did a blood check on me when I woke up, which would be like the fasting level, and it's fine. So that's good. So after I eat breakfast, they're going to check my sugar level again 2 hours after I eat breakfast. And hopefully that's fine, and everything's just gone back to normal, and then I can just be myself and eat what I want, even though my normal self is a healthy eating person. But I just have so much food that I'm craving that I just wasn't able to eat, and I just want to eat them. So there we go, and we have a family, just like that. Let me show you what Femi's up to. There's Femi. He's been getting a lot of father-daughter bonding time, especially because I need him to get her out and give her to me when I'm feeding and all of that stuff. I can't quite get up and do all of that on my own yet. And he's been spending so much cuddle time with her. Oh my gosh. She loves that. We are now on our way home. Femi just joined us, and we are going to drive home to settle in and figure out what our new routine is going to be. She's in the back, and she's settled in her car seat. She's not crying, and we're gonna keep it that way, hopefully, till we get home. Okay, bye.